ready. So he's off the Mufasa. He off the. I can't use him for the fantasy no more because my friend is off. So it's done. I gotta find somebody else. Gotta go back to Lenny Kravitz.
It all started with one sentence. Just one line in a private message that changed everything. I still love Iman. That's all it took for fans to lose their minds, for the internet to go into a frenzy, and for a quiet, private situation to turn into the most talked about scandal in Teyana Taylor's love life. The worst part? That message wasn't meant for the world. It was sent to Aaron Pierre, the man she was supposed to be building a future with. But now, it's out, and nothing feels the same. At first, no one even believed it was real. Screenshots started floating around Twitter and Reddit, but fans thought they were fake. Just another round of messy rumors trying to sabotage Teyana's happiness. But then came the confirmations. Small things at first, a deleted post, a cryptic unfollow, a shared quote that felt just a little too personal. And suddenly, the doubt vanished. This was real. These were her words. And the love triangle we all thought was over? It had just exploded into something no one was ready for. To understand the full impact of those texts, you have to rewind. Teyana and Iman were once the internet's favorite couple. Stylish, talented, funny, real. They had that spark that made fans root for them. From the outside, their marriage looked like goals. But even dream couples have their demons. Over time, cracks began to show. The arguments, the rumors, the long silences between them. And finally, after years of ups and downs, they announced their split. It was quiet at first, respectful. No messy drama, no blame game. Just two people choosing to walk separate paths. And for a while, it seemed like they might actually pull off the impossible, an amicable breakup in the public eye. Then came Aaron. Aaron Pierre, British actor, rising star, soft-spoken but magnetic. He and Teyana were first linked after being spotted at a fashion event. People weren't sure if it was serious or just a rebound. But then came more sightings, more photos. And then Teyana herself started posting subtle hints. A hand in the background, a shared location tag, a tiny smile that looked too real to fake. At first, fans were excited. After everything she'd been through, maybe she deserved someone calm, someone new, someone who wasn't tied to all that history. But as weeks passed, something felt off. Aaron always looked smitten, completely taken with her. But Teyana? She smiled, she laughed, but it was different. Like her heart was still somewhere else, even if she didn't want it to be. Then out of nowhere came the leak. It was a private conversation between Teyana and Aaron. No one knows who shared it. Some say it was someone from Aaron's circle who felt bad for him. Others think it was a cloud account accidentally left open. Either way, the damage was instant. In one of the messages, Teyana wrote, "Sometimes I look at you and see everything I want, but it's like my heart's still back there with him." That him, of course, was Iman. Another message said, "You've been amazing to me, but I don't know if I'm ready to stop loving Iman." No anger, no betrayal, just raw, quiet honesty. And maybe that's what made it worse. She wasn't trying to hurt Aaron, but she did. Deeply. Aaron, according to sources close to him, was completely blindsided. He thought they were growing. He thought she was healing. But now he realized he was loving someone whose heart was still tied to another man. That kind of pain doesn't always explode, it implodes. Quietly. Slowly. And then all at once. He didn't speak publicly, but his actions did. He posted a single story on Instagram, a black background with white letters. "Never compete with a ghost. You'll lose every time." Fans instantly caught the reference. He had been fighting an invisible shadow, a history he could never undo. And now it seemed he was done. Insiders say he began distancing himself immediately. He canceled a project they were planning together. He stopped liking her posts. Eventually, he unfollowed her entirely. No public statement. No dramatic blow-up. Just silence. The kind that says more than words ever could. Teyana, for her part, went quiet too. No statements, no posts, nothing. But sources say she was struggling. torn between her past and her present. She had tried to move on, really tried, but something kept pulling her back to Iman. It wasn't just love. It was history, a family, a connection that ran deeper than words. One of her friends told a reporter off the record, "Aaron gave her freedom, but Iman gave her history. And sometimes, that's harder to walk away from than anything else." That one quote summed up everything. Teyana wasn't confused. She was hurting, stuck between what felt safe and what felt familiar. After the leak, things between her and Aaron dissolved fast. They were no longer seen together. She deleted any recent mentions of him. The vibe shifted completely. Gossip blogs started digging deeper. Had she ever truly moved on from Iman? Was Aaron just the bridge she used to get through the loneliness? Fans started picking sides. Some blamed Teyana, calling her selfish for leading Aaron on. Others defended her, saying she was just being honest. That love doesn't have an on-off switch. That healing isn't always linear. Still, one thing was clear. Aaron had checked out, and Teyana was left facing the fallout alone. But in the background, quietly watching it all unfold, was Iman. He hadn't said a word. No shade. No laughter. Just silence. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something subtle. He started liking old photos. Pictures of Teyana and their daughter. He even liked a birthday tribute she had posted months ago. And then came the tweet. Just 8 words. "Sometimes God lets it break to rebuild stronger." People lost it. Was he open to getting back together? Did he still love her? Or was he just reflecting on the pain they'd both been through? No one knew for sure. But one thing was certain. He wasn't angry. If anything, it looked like he still cared. A close friend of his spoke anonymously, saying, "Iman never stopped loving her. He just got tired of the noise. The attention, the pressure, it broke them. But he was never really done." That comment reopened every wound, every question. Was there still hope for them? And then the sightings began. Teyana and Iman were seen at the same family gathering. They weren't holding hands, but they were close. Standing near each other. Smiling. Co-parenting, maybe. But there was something in the way they looked at each other. Something that didn't feel broken. Her mom posted a group photo. In the background, barely visible, was Iman. No tag, no mention. Just there. Present. Like a piece of the puzzle, sliding back into place. Then Teyana posted an old video of their wedding day, slow motion, soft music, and a single red heart emoji. That was it. But it was everything. Fans went into overdrive. Are they getting back together? Was Aaron always just temporary? Did she really never stop loving him? Everyone had a theory. Everyone had a feeling. And Aaron? He disappeared from the conversation completely. He quietly unfollowed both Teyana and Iman. No shade. No drama. Just exit. His close friends say he's focusing on work now, trying to put the past behind him. But the hurt, that kind of pain doesn't just fade. It lingers. Especially when the woman you loved admits she was never really over someone else. Teyana, meanwhile, is keeping her head down. No new interviews. No posts about love or heartbreak. Just work, family, and healing. Those close to her say she's in a place of deep reflection. She didn't mean to hurt Aaron. But she also can't lie to herself. Her heart, it's always belonged to Iman. Iman isn't rushing anything either. He's been focusing on co-parenting, staying present for their daughter, and rebuilding himself. But insiders say he's open. Not naive. Not desperate. Just open. Because sometimes love doesn't follow a straight line. Sometimes it breaks, twists, and folds into something new. Or something old with a second chance. This story isn't clean. It's messy. Real. Full of feelings no one can fully explain. One moment, Teyana was trying to start over. The next, she realized she never really left the past. And in the middle of it all was a man who loved her enough to try, and another who never stopped loving her at all. At the end of the day, everyone says you've got to move on. New love is supposed to be the magic cure for old wounds, the fresh start that wipes the slate clean. But here's the thing, some wounds, they never fully heal. They just lie beneath the surface, quietly waiting for the perfect moment to resurface, to be seen and understood. Maybe, just maybe, they're waiting to be loved again. So, where does this leave Teyana, Aaron, and little Iman? No one really knows. Maybe Teyana and Iman will find their way back to each other, rebuilding a bond that's been shaken but not broken. Maybe Aaron will meet someone who chooses him completely, no doubts, no second guessing. Or maybe this whole saga is a brutal reminder that love, real love, isn't about perfect timing or Instagram-worthy moments. It's messy, complicated, and painfully honest. Teyana's truth? She still loves Iman. She never stopped, no matter what. And now, the entire world knows her heart laid bare, raw and unfiltered. That vulnerability? It's what makes this story so damn real. If this story left you speechless, you're far from alone. Was Teyana wrong for finally speaking her truth? Was Aaron just an unfortunate casualty in her journey toward healing? Or is this what love looks like when the curtain falls? Raw, imperfect, and heartbreakingly human? Drop your thoughts in the comments because trust me, this story, it's far from over.